Alright, welcome to the Average Joe Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Jay Real. We just want to welcome you to our Friday edition of the show. Now, we are going to make this very to the point, and a lot of this show is going to deal with, that's right, the NFL. What is going on? NFL players from numerous teams around the league are getting busted for all kinds of things, from robbery to physical disputes with family members, girlfriends, wives, drugs, all kinds of things going on that these players are getting popped for. And I just have to say this, it is very disturbing to find out that guys are throwing away opportunities to be successful and make money at something that they should be loving because they've probably been playing it their whole life. So anyway, we just wanted to touch base real quick and let people know that sometimes we need to really evaluate who we look at as our role models. And not that football players can't be role models. We just got to be very careful on who we let and how we adapt our kids to watching these football players and who they're watching and who they're idolizing. Now, a player like Tim Tebow, who right now isn't even in the league, can't even get a home, can't even find a team to give him an opportunity to play, he is a role model. He is someone that I would allow my son to look at, watch, study, and put goals towards his own life in the same situations as Tim Tebow. This is a guy, again, can't even get a job in the NFL. Meanwhile, we got numerous, and I don't even want to get into specifics, numerous players that are big-time names, big-time salaries, and yet been multiple arrests, multiple charges, and are still in the league. It's hard to explain. I can't explain it, but it is what it is. Moving on from that. Now, there have been some moves made with all the injuries going on across the league. We have teams taking chances on players that 2-3 weeks ago didn't even have anyone ringing their door. Now, not only are they ringing their door, they're knocking them down, throwing contracts at them. Dwight Freeney from the Colts was out there on the market. No one was really paying any attention, making any offers. Now he is signed with San Diego. So guys like that who weren't able to get jobs are now locking up deals because of the injuries. It's really amazing what's going on right now in the NFL. Also, real quick, as we wrap up NFL talk, the draft has recently been over. Again, teams have locked up their players. They're dealing with their players in training camp. And it's going to be really fun to see how, with all these injuries, teams fill in these slots and how these teams are going to react starting the season. Also, very quickly, don't let me forget to remind you all, your Average Joe Sports Talk Show Fantasy League season starts next month. So, don't forget, if you're interested, contact the Average Joe Sports Talk Show through their Facebook, or you can contact them through the sponsors, the Player Zone. That's just something we wanted to throw out there very quickly as well. Now, moving on to other news. Right now, in the Rudisos, New Mexico area, we have the motorcycle rally and also the gun show going on, which are two large events for our little community here. Now, due to the gun show, we actually have been out at the show. That's why we are taping and putting on our show one day late this week, because we've been spending so much time going over at the gun show. Now, how this works and why we are bringing this up right now on our show is we want folks to take advantage of getting out there if you're in the area. There's one more day tomorrow, which is Sunday, left for folks to get off their couches, get out of their recliners, get a little fresh air, stretch the legs, and walk around the gun show, which is here at the Civic Center located in Rudisos, New Mexico. So please, folks, come on out if you're in the area and check out the gun show. There's one day left, and I have to tell you, we've had a great time. We've seen all kinds of different guns, bullets. They have knives and machetes, all kinds of survival gear. So it's really cool. If given the chance, you can get out there and take a look and walk around. You can also pick up on some really life-saving, life necessities that you might need for your family. So just check it out. Again, it's located at the Civic Center here in Rudisos, New Mexico, and it runs from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, so back to sports. We're going to transition into the NBA. Again, the playoffs are moving right along. We're down to just a few teams, but of course Miami Heat are still in the mix. So are the San Antonio Spurs. But as we've said all along through the playoffs, the Spurs just seem too old, but with that age comes experience. Now, Miami is a veteran team as well, so they have some experience. They do have a title, but the Spurs are right up there. The Spurs have numerous titles, numerous superstars, numerous Hall of Famers on their team. So it'll be interesting to see if these two can clash. We'll see. Only time will tell. Now, there's a lot of rumors and speculation going on in sports right now with players having grudges against each other, race car drivers having grudges against each other. But one of the biggest ones that's been on the wires over the last week or so is this argument or this misunderstanding between Tiger Woods and Sergio Garcia in the golf world. Now, we addressed this on the last show, but we're going to just hit it one more time because we have a lot of sports folks that don't know golf and haven't been keeping up on this, as if Sergio Garcia is all upset and throwing temper tantrums over the fact that Tiger Woods pulled a golf club out of his bag in mid-stroke of Sergio Garcia hitting his golf ball, causing him to falter and have a bad hit. Well, that's not the case, folks. This is what really is the problem. Now, again, we don't understand it, but this is what Sergio Garcia's point is. As Tiger Woods is removing his golf club from his golf bag, it's not so much the sound or the ruffling of his bag that gave Sergio Garcia a problem. It's the fact that as soon as Tiger Woods grabbed for his golf club, the whole audience, the spectators around that tee-off box, just went nuts in excitement that Tiger Woods was going to hit next. So as Tiger Woods pulls the club from his bag, bam, audience reacts, shakes up Sergio Garcia a little bit on his golf hit or on his swing, causing him to hit a bad shot. That's his excuse. Now, whether or not that is true, who knows? Who really cares? Because no matter what Sergio Garcia hit on that particular drive, Tiger Woods was going to win that tournament. He was focused, he was hungry, and he's happy. As we said again last week, a happy tiger is a dangerous tiger, and we're going to stick with that. As long as Tiger Woods is in a good relationship, is happy, he is going to start winning more and more tournaments. That's our prediction. It's not something that anyone else wouldn't understand or think. Tiger Woods is just hitting off the hook. He is putting his mind out, and that's because things are going well for him in his life. So we don't expect anything to change with that anytime soon. So from that, we're going to go ahead and move on to some other lighter news. We have the baseball world is going on right now. Angels, Dodgers, what is going on with them? They have spent tons of money. They have tons of talent, and they are just stinking. It's amazing to me. It's almost like people are trying to become the Yankees of the 2010 above years, but it just doesn't work like that. You can't manufacture, you cannot buy championships in baseball. It's a little bit different than any other sport. You have to have a complete team chemistry for that to work. So Dodgers and Angels are really struggling. Who knows if they'll fix the ship? It's still early in the season, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do not right these ships very quickly if we don't see managers losing their jobs. Now, moving on and transitioning into hockey-wide, playoffs are going on, and our Pittsburgh Penguins are 2-0 going into the finals, or hopefully going to make it to the finals. So we're excited. We do not get a chance to see a lot of hockey. We don't talk a lot about hockey, but our Pittsburgh Penguins are in and doing well, kicking some butt. So we're real excited for them. Right now, we are going to go ahead and just predict that the Pittsburgh Penguins will meet their rivals there in the championship game going into the finals. So we don't have any problems really thinking about Pittsburgh Penguins taking this whole thing. They should. They have superstars. They have all-stars. They have Hall of Famers. So we have no problem saying the Pittsburgh Penguins are going to do it because our Pittsburgh Pirates can do it, and our Pittsburgh Steelers have been struggling for the last couple of years. So come on, Penguins, do it for us. Bring it home. So anyway, folks, don't forget the gun show. Don't forget the Player Zone. You can catch them on Facebook. You can hit them up through RudisoMidtown.com. If you'd like to contact them or us, you can contact us through the Average Joe Sports Talk Show Facebook as well. Or you can leave feedback right here on the YouTube website or the YouTube channel, and let us know what you think. If you have any ideas, feedback, comments, suggestions, let us know. We'd be excited to get them from you, and we will talk to you soon. Now, also, we cannot forget not only the Player Zone, but the Right On Time Errand and Delivery Service. They are our other sponsor. Couldn't have our show without these guys. They hook us up at the house. They have cool stuff, and we love them just as much as we love you all up there in YouTube land. We appreciate your support. We're pushing for our 1,000 view. Once we hit that, we're just going to keep pushing along, getting more sponsors, getting more cool guests coming in, and we're really excited because tonight at 8 p.m. our time, Central Time, UFC is going down. Can't forget UFC. We love UFC. We follow them. So everybody tune in to that. The show will be out here shortly this evening. Don't forget to watch every show, and don't forget to leave feedback. So for right now, Jay Real's going to sign out. Thanking you so much again, and we'll see you next week. Peace and much love. Jay